Good afternoon, everyone. I'll call this meeting to order. I would ask that if anyone has a pecuniary or conflict of interest, to please declare it at the time. We have no in-camera items, no consent agenda, no minutes, no delegations, no correspondence or petitions. We're here basically to talk about our strategic planning and have a discussion on that. We've got a lot of things referred to that, and so in order to facilitate our discussion and an open discussion, we should have a motion to waive 7.4 of our proceedings. Scott, Councillor Russell, Mayor Tagg. All in favor of that? Opposed? Carried. So, in reviewing our plan, we've talked about these sheets with our timelines. Councillor Ullman?
Sorry, I should have mentioned earlier on, or are we going to have new business or emergent items?
We'll go to, I have that down for.
You have that down as.
Yep, there's a couple of things that are emergent issues. One with the cemetery bylaw. I don't know if there's anything else, but we need to make a little amendment to that at the end. Or I've got it listed, so we'll save a few minutes at the end. We'll try to be finished here at 4 o'clock. So we keep these meetings for 2 hours. So going through our plan, what we've done today, I would like John to come up to the table to help and bring us through this, if that's his wishes.
Can I just recap us off so we bring us back up to how we think this form?
If you want to,
I think so. And we're going to go over that because we went through the process together. Yep. And it's just bring it up to this point, and then John can go on and see where we're at. Right? So remind everybody.
I was just wondering, could we have all three of them?
all three could, that would be.
This is strategic, right? If everybody's okay, right?
Sure.
For the discussion?
Let's bring all three of them up here, and then
it's full.
the round table discussion.
And then you can do that. Sorry.
If you guys can roll over. John, anyway. It's hard when you're set up. You don't have to let them get through with the chair.
I'll be the rose among the
to remember who we are because we've been away for so long.
So, to get us to this point, do you want to, you still, or do you want John to do this up?
Well, I'm not sure. Just you can add on to that on top of that because this is a report. So I'm not speak to the report, which I think is okay. But you want to start?
I guess so.
Okay. So the council decided that we had to start strategic planning about 2 years ago. And we got together at a couple of, boiler room sessions, and we came up with priorities which we thought would be best strategic in nature. And we came up with headings that were economic development, environment, community spirit, emergency response, governance, heritage and culture, community services. These headings came out from a multitude of discussions about what we considered important and strategically what we wanted and felt important for the future of National Shores as a whole. Then we started looking at individual recommendations that we came out with and how they would apply to each one, and specifically how they would affect each one of these subheadings that we had. The next phase was to, after we have them on a matrix, to be able to see the ones which would affect the most, and put them on your priority list to begin, and you can fit in your projects and how you're going to be able to do that after you come up, and we work on the recommendations which have come out with from this matrix. So if you have 4 or 5 things that are going to be affected, obviously that's something we would like to start getting in place at once. And then as you get our policies together, they're almost like a jigsaw and they're congruent with each other. Keeping in mind that we're looking at strategic, tactical, and finally a task orientated. So we have our strategic goals, which is what council is supposed to be doing through our policies. Our tactical goals, which is how we're going to get there, basically through different projects, different work groups, different policies that we have put together to fit into the strategic plan, and finally tasks where we can give each individual office or organization a set task to be able to fit within the tactical and the strategic level. And that's where we've come to. And after that, I would like to.
So, thanks, I think we all, that's what we have here, and that's what we had in
That's
our
our-
current strategic plan with the timelines and who department's going to look at. So we move on from there then.
Yeah, as Councillor Underwood kind of did his overview, I think it was a very organic process that Councillor Underwood led us through. It was very kind of, I don't want to say nebulous, but kind of, we did some green light thinking and created those things. Of course, when you turn over to me, I apply my linear thinking to try and translate what council's objectives were. That's what translated into this document. Martin and I had several discussions about over linearization, but again, it's just the way I think about things. So this was a draft that was presented to council to try and articulate what we heard at those sessions. We applied that little series of colored series on the side because we had talked about the interrelationship between many goals that an economic goal could also have a cultural objective or an impact or a community spirit impact or a heritage culture impact. And so that's where these were designed to show that a particular goal of economic development does impact those other areas. That's strictly the nature of it. As I said, I'm not sure if council's had an in-depth discussion about how those have been articulated, what's missing, and I think that's part of what the discussion should be. The other thing that I think Carol sent out to everyone was a list of the items that had been referred to the strategic plan discussion. I'm not sure that they're all reflected in here, so that would be helpful in the process. I think when we reach some kind of finality to this document, to me the next phase for us as staff is to try and bring the other working tools of the municipality, the strategic plan, the 10-year forecasts and accessibility plans and group plans, so kind of into alignment with this so that they reflect their relationship to the strategic objectives that council's identified. So basically I think that's where at this stage we're trying to refine this document further from the original draft.
No, just a question. I'm trying, it's been so long since we've looked at this, and I don't even remember, I didn't go back to look at the date that we actually received this and discussed. I do recall we were to send in or to update this ourselves. I don't know if anything ever came to that process or did that kind of just fall off the table. We were asked to make some comments and add some items, but I don't know if that ever went anywhere. No.
I don't believe it did. I don't know.
That's
John got anything back from everybody?
That's fine. Okay.
This is August 2011, right? This one? Yeah. So it's been over a year.
It's been a while.
Okay, so do we want Councilor Russell?
Just to go back to John's one comment about the 2 sheets of resolutions, we asked Carol, how much of these are included in the matrix, not at all probably, or some?
Not very many actually,
Not
and
many, that's
actually,
what I thought when I